Hoodie Frankliano here.
Yo, Classy Pebbles here.
Hey, welcome back to the Arena Podcast. This is season 5 right here. Thank y'all for tuning in. We definitely appreciate y'all. We got a lot more in store for y'all this year. We just gonna get bigger, and better, right, Pebbles?
We evolving quickly, rapidly, full circle. So it just feels great
Absolutely.
to be here, be a part of the team.
Absolutely.
And y'all better get ready because we got a lot in store for you.
Got a lot in store. As you can see, new setting. You know, figure we switch it up, switch the tempo. We're going to give y'all up close and personal now. We're going to look y'all eye to eye right here.
That's it.
You know, we came a long way. Thankful to be able to make it as long as we have. You know, we started off in 2018, survived the pandemic. It took a lot of reconstruction, you know, so we trying to get away from the virtual a little bit and sit down with the people. We did a lot of in-person interviews, so we're going to put together a nice production for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up for them a little bit. Word is born. So, of course, we still got Pebbles right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gut Check. Shout out to Made You Look Photos. My man Joey Stang. You know, this all started just me, Joe, and Gut Check just talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's really how the idea came about. We was cooling out. We used to get into like these musical conversations. Well, we was like, you know what? We need to just put the microphone right here and just start doing this. You know what I mean? Now, in 2018, podcasting wasn't really what it is now. You feel me? So I feel like we got in right on time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, then we evolved, and now we got Pebbles here. You know, we got the cameras rolling and everything. So it's full circle. So we here with the people. We putting on for these artists. This platform is growing. So again, thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? And Pebbles, I want to say I do like that hoodie you got on right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's fire. Where they could get that if they want, because y'all already know they could get
it. To the most clothing and apparel. You know, so make sure you definitely check us out. We're on Instagram at ToTheMost1964. The website is tothemost.company.site.
Yeah.
So, you know, make sure you check us out, tap in with us, man. This is definitely repping both.
Absolutely.
You know, the Arena Podcast
Absolutely.
here
Little collab.
and the brand, you know. So got to make sure we're doing these collaborations and shining light on everything and anything possible. Because, you know, it's always room for us to all grow as a networking community. This is what we do, not only as entrepreneurs, but it's important that we uplift people, people, place, and things, as they say, right?
Yes,
so, just happy to be here.
Word,
Going on
word.
the 5th year, man. So it's just great.
That's heavy right there, man. We done seen them come and go.
Yeah.
You know,
Talk about come and go. We done seen people come and go. You know, like you said, had to pretty much critique certain things, switch up a lot that definitely add value to what we have going on here in our network community, and just growing with the people that want us to grow with them.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's just great building relationships and networking and just meeting with new people. And once you're here with the Arena Podcast, you become family.
Facts.
And we're just going to make sure that wherever we go, you're going with us.
That part,
as that relationship is still there and we building, even if we lose connection for quite some time, you know, we always going to pick up where we left off because that's just our vibe anyway.
Absolutely.
You know, because we all understand people go through things, life happens, you know, and don't mean that you don't care and the value and the love ain't there. So
Right. Yeah, so, you know, let's talk a little bit about 2018. That was the birth year of the Arena Podcast. So I figured it'd be cool that we talk about some other things that was cool and popping off in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So Pebbles, go ahead, let the people know your things that you got, then I'll let them know what I dug up from the 2018 crates.
Okay. Yeah, so in 2018, the first thing pretty much that just popped up was the hottest movie in 2018.
Oh, what was that?
So when I did, of course, the research, my homework, as I would like to say, Avengers Infinity War was number 1 in 2018 off the charts. Okay. Also, in completing the research, it was like really toe to toe with Black Panther.
Those two heavy hitters
right there. So depending on where you do your research and where you look at first, you may see like they're pretty much toe to toe.
It's that close. So some spots might be like, nah, Black Panther got it.
Exactly.
Then, heard you.
But you really dig deep. It does say, you know,
Shit, it's all Marvel, so a win is a win.
Pretty much, yeah. They leveling great, so
win is
it's
a
good.
win.
Yep. There you
Okay,
go.
okay. What else you
Whether
got?
big or small, right?
Word.
So the second one is Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped their first joint album
Okay.
in 2018.
Damn.
And it's called Everything Is Love Together.
Wow. Okay.
Now, that's just beautiful. I will be honest, though. I don't know why I was already under the impression that they've made.
I know they had mad singles and songs out, but official
But I guess
project,
it was more so features, right? I
Yeah.
guess it was features, but this is the actual
A whole
official
complete project, 2018?
2018.
That's crazy. I don't even think I heard that project, unless that's the joint with No, I'm thinking about that Disney soundtrack. Remember that joint with her and you know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Real
about?
clingy, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I can't think of how it
But,
go.
no, we'll definitely have to,
That gotta be off of
play
that.
that and spin that
Wow,
on this episode as
2018.
well, so that we can fill people in on what it is exactly.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause
It's
they,
sort of
like
little,
you said, they do so much together, featuring, collabing,
Right.
and married. So it's just a beautiful thing overall.
Right. And they
But I
got
definitely
years
love
in.
the title of it.
What's the title
The
again?
title of it is Everything Is Love Together.
That's huge right there.
Yeah.
I would say put on the shirt, but Jay and Beyonce be on their shit. I don't need them coming showing my shit.
We
now.
don't need that type of legal problems, okay?
They be on their shit.
We don't need that, okay?
You can't even post the reel and they snatching it down. So I ain't fucking with it.
Look, we don't need that. I'm not trying to get our lawyers connected.
Word.
If we're going to build and it's going to be that type of situation in the room with Beyonce and Jay-Z, it better be that my lawyers is trying to say, hey, Pebbles and Hood, sign the dotted line
Yeah.
here because we want to bring you
We
on the
locking
team.
it
We
in.
locking it in.
Clank,
That's the
clank.
conversation I need to
Facts.
have when it comes to lawyers and attorneys.
I'm with you 1,000% on that.
Let's see. And lastly, 2018, which I didn't even notice, Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin got married in 2018.
Okay.
The exact date is September 13, 2018. So, salute to them.
13th.
It's about to be 5 years for them. So, congratulations. Happy
They
anniversary.
still
early.
married, locked in? Hope so.
I
right?
hope so. I didn't see anything when I continued to research said that it was anything otherwise currently. So,
Wow.
you know.
I don't know. I think we would know if Bieber was still married. But he has been under the radar. Ain't been hearing nothing.
Hey,
That
he
sound
probably
like a
over here
married man to
making
me.
Babies, over here
Yeah,
building,
that
making
sound
memories
pretty
and
married
stuff.
to me.
When
I'll go
when
with
you're
it.
busy and you just don't want people really all in your business, you kind of play low key and want to be
Low-
under the
yeah,
radar.
Low key.
You
Low key.
put out what you want people to know. Right?
Facts. That's real shit right there.
Like you
Okay.
said, that's that marriage life.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Because the
That's
more,
straight up marriage life right
yep,
there.
the deeper we get into this, the more I need everybody else out there somewhere.
Exactly.
So you can focus on what you're doing here. So I get that. Okay, so 2018, what I got over
Yeah,
here?
let's talk about what you found.
I got okay. So
let's talk about it.
the number one song on the top 100 hits for 2018 was Drake "God's Plan," and that was a banger right
One
there.
of my faves. Okay.
2018. Okay, so that was the number one song. The number one video game in 2018 was FIFA 19. That's soccer,
FIFA 19.
I'm all 2K and Madden, a little bit of driving and shit, so I ain't getting into the soccer. But I have heard and seen reviews, and that was a really good one right there. As far as the soccer games go, like the graphics in that joint is crazy.
I heard it's
And
pretty fire,
ever
to
since
be
then.
honest with you.
so shout out to FIFA. And then the number one album in 2018 was Travis Scott, Astro World.
Oh,
know?
okay.
And I ain't even a big Travis Scott fan, but it's a few cuts on there that I like though.
It is. It's definitely,
Few joints.
do his thing.
Travis Scott went through a lot since then, with that whole situation with the show that he did, that concert.
I know.
Man. He went through a lot, but right now, 2023, it seemed like he getting back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like when things like that happen, when the public on you, coming down on you like that, you can't just keep dropping music. Seem like you like heartless and shit. So
Yeah,
he
which is
had
true.
to.
He had to take a moment, self-reflect.
I'm sure he did a lot of fucking mental exercising and building with the families behind scenes and things like that. I'm sure.
Yeah, which is only right. You
Yeah.
have to clear your name, and
Yeah.
sometimes that takes you putting that time in and really making sure that you reach out to the individuals that were involved and showing that you care and that support, you know, because it's important. We all need it. And especially when you go through something tragically like that.
Yeah, when it's life.
That's when it's really needed, you know.
When somebody lose a life, you know what I mean? You can't replace that with no amount of money. So, of course, they hit him with the fines and the lawsuits and stuff he paid up. But that don't fill no voids, you know what I mean? So it just takes time. So hopefully, because it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't, well, it really wasn't his fault. He didn't physically hurt nobody.
Yes, yeah, it wasn't intentional. I mean? It just happened to be a concert with his name.
His name on a bill, you know what I mean? Yes. So those situations could make you or break you. So hopefully he able to get his way back, and then, you know, people ain't going to forget what happened, but at least forgive him as a man.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You're right about that. For me, the takeaway was, and I really hope that other individuals and everybody that heard the situation, it makes me realize as a parent, as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, as an owner, if I'm going to plan, you know, something like that, or organize something big that involves a lot of people, you need to make sure that you have the staff, you have the means, you have every resource possible to make sure that, first foremost, that everybody's safety.
Right.
Because there was a lot of in-between things that we heard about, and I'm not going to quote it or say it because I don't know whether it's true or not.
Yeah, it's all
and
speculation.
I'm not going to go off speculations because I wasn't there.
Right.
But it really just brings things to light and say, if you're going to be involved in something, make sure you do your research, make sure you do your homework, and make sure that you're checking all of these things that are very much important. You know, if you need to hire a lawyer, yes, it's going to cost you money, excuse me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
less than what it's going to cost if something go wrong.
At the end of the day, the money is worth it. Sometimes you got to put the money where your mouth is, right?
Yeah. And that's preventative measures, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to invest in those things. So if something do go wrong, we hoping that it don't, and a lot of times nothing goes wrong, but it be those times you be like, nah, I'm good on the extra insurance this time, and then some shit happens.
No,
like
you
that,
know,
what I mean?
I done heard too many stories, and not particularly happened to us or me individually. And for me, you already know how I'm a roll. Give me the best coverage on everything. I don't even care what it's going to cost me off the rip, because as you just said, you never.
Even though insurance is a scam, like I feel like insurance companies should give you at least half or something back at the end of the year, because you do your yearly. You know what I mean? You locked in for a year. If nothing happened, especially car insurance, you feel me? If nothing happened in that year, let me get a little something back. Like, damn, a free month, something.
Only Progressive, from my understanding, does that. That's about it. But I don't even know about all of that, too. So go do your research. Go do your homework. Do what's collectively best for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, be mindful and keep your eyes open on to what things that happen to other people. Don't always believe what you hear.
That's facts, because people be lying, exaggerating, and everybody's situation is different, too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I know some of us that exaggerate the shit out of something, and then you go pull them facts. That's when,
it's like the telephone game when you were a child. You know, you ever play that telephone game where you start something in the room and you say it to this person, and they got to add and say what you said. It changed like 7 times to what the initial response to original story was.
By the last person, they got something completely different. That's facts.
And we were children back then.
That's facts, right? So imagine
adults and things now.
Word.
So just had to drop a little knowledge and just add some value to that and make sure that, you know, everybody knows it's okay. We've all been there. We all have done that. But point of the fact of the matter is, learn from your lessons, learn from your mistakes, and learn from others.
Right. Yeah. Learn from us. We go through this so y'all don't have to.
Yes. Facts on that.
Because we want to sit right here and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Bar and self. I might have to edit the little.
So, you know, 2018 was just a major year for us.
2018 was lit.
How'd you feel about, you know, the research and everything within doing?
It was cool. I seen a lot of stuff that I didn't mention today. But just going back and just being like, you know, 2018 is special. It's going to hold something here because of the podcast, because, you know, as an artist, you know, even though I was doing Vibe and Ride before that, but 2018 kind of was like, all right, we're going to officially crossover. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We no longer going to
Yes.
chase these platforms. We want to provide it and show the world how it's supposed to be done. And there's no other platforms like ours.
No,
You
not
know
at
what
all.
I mean, it's not like, okay, we got the word podcast in the name, but it's so much more once you get connected with us, because there's no other platform that's going to provide promotion, the interviews, the recap videos at these different events, merch, and the
Exactly.
insight of an artist. You know what I mean? There's
Yes.
no other. We was looking. There's no other platform
No, not
that
at
could
all.
check all of
Not
those
at all.
boxes. You feel me? So it's a blessing just to be here
Yes,
and
it
to
sure
continue
is.
growing. You know what I'm saying?
Sure is.
Word is born. So let's talk about a few things we've been doing since the finale, which was your birthday, to now
Yes.
the premiere. You know, because we stopped in December. Here we are in February, and January was so packed. You know what I'm saying? So what we've been doing? Let them know, Pell. What we've been doing out here.
Ooh, January has been popping.
Making these
Okay,
moves out
we
here.
out here making these moves. We started off, I must say, on my mom's 3-year anniversary, but we came out with a celebration on January 15th. We made sure that we made it happen, and we was out there in Brooklyn
Facts. That's
with
facts.
Gabe
That's facts. Gabe and Showcase
and
Poppy.
Showcase Poppy.
The tunage.
The
You
tune-
know. Been doing these.
Shit, like 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer than that. By myself too, no partners, no.
And yes, we did get to meet the homie Gabe. That's the host of On the Radar. You know, shout out to Joby Stank, Made You Look Photos, plug that in. And been able to do some business with them. You know, Hoodie Frankliano be up there doing the BTS for On the Radar. You feel me?
Oh, exactly,
me?
exactly.
You feel me?
You know,
Shout out to the homie Gabe for even opening that door. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, and just
definitely
looping us in,
appreciate it.
included us in his family as well.
Facts.
You know, I can't make it to every event and everything. You know,
Facts.
mom and wife first at the end of the day. But it's great to be here, part of the team, and you know, seeing that everything that we working hard for is,
Right.
coming together.
Right, absolutely. We also locked it in with Alexander Simone.
Yes.
We their official media team for whenever they in Jersey doing shows. We the ones that's right there capturing the moments for them. So shout out to Alexander Simone and the Who That Live crew.
Who that live? You got to say it with the jazz.
They be
That
putting
Who
on.
that live?
They be putting on. So look, if you search Alexander Simone and the Who That Live crew on YouTube, you'll be able to see our production with them that we put out. We went out to their show in Jersey. They did something for the
The
NJE,
educators. Yep, the
NJEA.
NJEA, yes. The
You know what I'm saying?
educators and everyone pretty much in the school industry.
Yeah, it was dope.
Anyone,
It
I
was
mean,
dope.
it had everybody in it. Everybody was
Facts.
involved. It was a great
Facts.
it was a great way to be a part of it, as well as see
Yes.
everything that these educators, to teachers, to staff, to school nurses, to administrative, and just seeing how they really came together to make sure that they collecting funds
Yeah.
for foundations, especially for
Absolutely.
our children
'Cause it's much
all over
needed.
the world, because it's so needed. There's so much out there. There's so much things that we didn't have growing up. And it's so important because times are changing.
Yes, yes.
So just seeing and being a part of that, and really collectively seeing how much is out there, because I'll be honest, it taught me a lot of knowledge.
Yep.
Taught me a lot of knowledge to know that these educators really work hard. Of course, we know that because we see it within our children. And we know
Yeah.
it from growing up.
Yeah.
But just to see how it has expanded and grown, and to even know that they have organizations like this and fundraisers and, resources out there to
Right.
make sure that they're collecting funds so that our
Absolutely.
children have these resources, whether it's books, Chromebooks,
Yeah.
because, Chromebooks are big now,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
during the shutdown.
Right.
With making sure that your children have the academic knowledge and what they need
Yep.
to get the job done. So just being a part of that, and they're just a great band collectively. They
Facts.
bring so much beauty, and you could just feel it. It's one thing to see something on YouTube or to see something on TV and actually be there
Actually
to
be there, to
see and
witness.
experience the vibe
The
and
energy.
just the energy. And my hairs are standing right now even talking about it, because it was so touching. And just to know that musically, lyrically, and the passion that individuals have, and this team collectively, this crew put together, and just seeing them each individually, to the guitarist, to the band, as far as the drummer,
the drummer,
the backup singers,
Yeah, they had people on horns. everything,
Alexander
bass
Simone
player.
himself. You really got to go watch it, because you'll see from the beginning he's suited up,
Yeah.
and then just the
He
clothing got to
fire.
come up a little bit.
You could tell as we
You know?
progress through the event, he coming out like Alexander Simone. That's actually Nina Simone's grandson. Who was also a great singer. She got some great, powerful songs out there. So just to be amongst that greatness,
Yes. Like I said, my hairs is still
Satisfying.
standing. Just talking about it, just thinking about it, just
Facts.
it's like I was there.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was there right now, and I
Yeah.
just came from the show and the event that they had, and it's just a beautiful thing. We need to see so
Absolutely.
much more of that for our youth, our generation, and just in general. It's important.
Facts. Shout out to Alexander Simone. We did get to interview him and some of the band members, so we will be rolling that out. You know what I'm saying? So since January was so busy for us, we did a bunch of interviews. And we like, you know what, we're going to save it for our people at the Arena Podcast, because y'all are loyal listeners. Y'all tune in with us, so we want to make sure we got a lot of content for y'all. So what we started doing was recording these interviews while we out, but we ain't release them. We're going to release them right here in Season 5 for y'all. Do it a little different. We still going to sit down with people here. We might do a little Zoom virtual interviews for the people that's out of state.
Yes, here and there.
You know what I mean? But when I say out of state, I mean out of state. Tri-state area, y'all got to come to the arena. You feel me? Look.
Yeah, we
here.
definitely switching it up. We
You
want
know?
you to really be engaged and
Right.
get that Arena Podcast feel.
Absolutely. So you either going to rock with us at the Billion Bars Club with El Bezel, because El Bezel got us connected.
Yes.
Shout out to the homie. Or you going to come fuck with us in Orange, New Jersey with Music Prince and Friends.
Yes, because we recently changed the location for a lot of you that know that and have
Right.
come out. We greatly appreciate
Definitely.
you coming out. It was a great space, great opportunity.
Definitely.
It's level up season. It's time,
That's
that
it.
we just gotta go.
It's just all the
God
way up
leads
from
us,
here.
pretty much, So, like as you said, it's all the way up from here.
Right.
So, different location, same scenery, same band,
Same energy.
We also, exactly. We also have the new DJs that are also on the team
shout
as
out to
well.
DJ
Shout out
Itch.
to DJ Itch
And DJ Moray.
and DJ Moray.
Yep.
So I will be honest. Honestly, I gotta give DJ Chase a shout out as well, because
Chase, what up, what up, what up?
on my birthday celebration, thank you guys.
Chase came
everybody,
out and
so
showed
much.
out and showed up.
Chase came out and showed up. I gotta repeat that as you said it, because I
Salute.
gotta echo that real quick, because I feel like he done changed the game.
For real, for real.
Honestly,
for real,
and
for real.
added value to the
For real,
band,
for real.
and just having them hand to hand and just playing the melodies
Word.
and critiquing and connecting with the artists.
Word. Chase, we got a lot more work to do with Chase.
Yes.
We just ran into Chase at the most recent time we was out in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get there. We'll
get there.
This just
Definitely
the
going
premiere.
to let y'all see
Hold
all
on,
that.
hold on. This just the
Exactly.
premiere.
Put your little brakes on that real quick. We definitely going to share it with you. But we also wanted to do things a little differently this year, so that you can see and understand where we're coming.
Real shit.
Understand each showcase. Understand each interview and the value and what the artist, entrepreneur is working on, so that you have a better understanding and feel on the message that they're trying to put out there,
Yep.
and loop you in, because of course we know this is the industry, it's music. You're not gonna like and everything's not going to kind of cling to you. But listen, we done connected with so many artists in the month of January alone. It started off. I can guarantee you that anybody that you hear on the Arena podcast that we done connected with, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Henny Hardaway.
Hey. When I say top shelf, y'all say Henny, top shelf.
Henny.
Top shelf.
Henny.
My boy right there, man, putting on for the team. We got a lot of work with him coming too. You know, so shout out to the homie Henny Hardaway. For Barack Obama, we're going to be over there Sunday with them. You know what I'm saying? Putting on something nice. This is how we do, man. We connected with these artists. We coming to your events.
We pulling
filming.
up. Real
You feel
quick,
me?
You know.
You know, so one time for all the hosts that's out there. Shout out to Quilla and GHE Entertainment. Shout out to Wolf Minded. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Music Prince and Friends.
Music Prince, what up? Joey Stank, what up? Gut Check, what up? To the Most, what up? We Are Jersey Magazine, what up? Because we locked in with them. We got something nice that we're going to roll out with them. So, again, we just blessed, you know what I'm saying, and thankful at the same time. So.
Yes, thank you for all of you that's listening.
Absolutely.
That's been rocking out with us. You know, salute. Major like shout outs and thank yous from the bottom of our hearts. We would not be here without you consistently for 5 years. So we just want to thank you for that. In 2022, we also opened up Music Remedy.
Ooh, Music Remedy, we're going strong.
Yes.
We're up to 50 episodes already, and that's consecutive, you know. So any artist, if you listening to this or you know somebody, send the heat over to the Arena Podcast 18 at gmail.com. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram. Follow the Arena Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search the Arena ! Podcast. Don't forget that exclamation point.
Don't forget the microphone too.
Follow the mic.
Make sure you following the right Arena Podcast.
And shout out to the most for hooking this shirt up right here, my Black History Month. You feel me? Through the logo up there. So, again, this is our season 5 premiere. We got a lot in store for y'all. We're going to break down this 50 years of hip hop because in August is the 50th birthday. I believe it's August 13th or August 11th. I'm not sure on the exact date, but it's definitely in August. Hip hop is a Leo, you know, so we're going to maybe talk about a different artist or a different song that we like.
Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much.
As we get there.
Too much.
You know? So
Just
happy
stay
birthday.
tuned.
Happy birth year to hip hop. We just want to have us a great year. You know what I'm saying? That's it. All positive energy
All
this year.
positive energy. I know that I may have left out a couple of events and things that we've been doing because it's just so much.
We want to roll it out,
in the month
though.
of January. So I just want to, add that note in there. You're not forgotten. Trust me, we may do something exclusively special for you. And, just reach out, stay tuned, stay tapped in with us. Keep sending us that heat, keep sending us that fire. I just want to also thank all the artists that have been coming out, from Billionaire Bars to the new spot with Music Prince and Friends.
Facts.
I just want to say that because, honestly, I was taken back going in January and just seeing so much artists pulling up.
Yeah.
Rocking out with us, connecting with the band, and just, thanking us afterwards,
Word.
Behind the scenes, and just saying how touched that they are,
Right.
and just happy. And, we've brought them and helped them come out of the box.
Facts.
And really get in tune with themselves and be able to speak upon whatever it is message that they need to get out on their heart. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of you, just connecting with us and continue to work with us. And if you need support, this is what we're here for. This is a networking community. Keep rocking with us, man. I'm excited. I'm trying to hold back certain things right now because there's so much going on. It's so much that we have in store for you.
We're going to let it go. We're going to let them see what we got going. We just got a lot in store for y'all, so stay locked in. Make sure y'all follow Pebbles, Classy Pebbles right here. Classy Pebbles 28 on Instagram.
On Instagram, exactly, yes.
I'm Hoodie Frankliano. Show me some love, too. But we really want y'all to follow the Arena Podcast page. That's where we put out a lot of our content, and we do a lot more than just interviews. We got a whole production team behind us, you know what I'm saying? So we filming events and we just out here getting busy, you know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, gotta change the tone a little bit, and I just want to have a moment for the homie Tyree Nichols, who was a 29-year-old black man that was brutally killed by police in the month of January 2023. You know, I gotta say it like that because it's so much going on. You never really even. This is like a recent one, and it hit right here because first of all, he was killed by 5 black men. You know what I'm saying? And like beat to death, and it was for no reason, pretty much. Senseless pullover. They can't even justify the reason for the pullover. You know, and then they was roughing him up. He got scared. And at that point, it was survival mode. He just ran because he didn't know why they were attacking him that way, why they were coming at him so aggressively. He ran. More cops jumped on him. They handcuffed him and essentially beat him down and then bragged about it while he was handcuffed to the car, pretty much unconscious. You know what I'm saying? There's times where he's leaning over. They propping him back up like, yo, you can't lay down, sit up. Like, you could kind of see in his eyes that he was already gone. His body's just going through it. Paramedics took almost 20 minutes to tend to him. You know what I mean? And then on top of all of that, those 5 cops was arrested and charged ASAP. So that's a whole nother dynamic, you feel me? But it hurts because when I see these situations, I feel like that could easily be me or my brother or my cousins. It could be my kids because they don't care if it's girls or what. They just look at the color of your skin, and ultimately, you know, how they handle you is based on the color of your skin, and that's really fucked up. So I bring that up to say we got to make sure that we keep this man's name alive because these situations can't just get swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? This is in Memphis, Tennessee. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, I'm a fucking Titans fan and shit like that going on make me not even want to, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what could we say at this point? What could we do except just keep trying to spread love in the way that we do? You know what I mean? And send condolences to the family and prayers up to the family. Like, it's so sad that shit like this have to happen to a 29-year-old man on his way home, was almost at the house. This is what happens, man. From the people that's supposed to protect and serve. Exactly. They treated that shit like it was like a gang initiation. Like, because I watched the whole video, and I definitely wish I did not watch it because
couldn't do that.
I can't even unsee it. I can't unfeel it.
Exactly. You know, my whole demeanor changed, you know, that hit home for me really. Losing my brother 16 years ago, different situation, but just a loss, you know, and that loss when you lose a family member unexpectedly and just the tragic way it happened. My brother was shot and caught in a crossfire and ended up passing at 17 years old, for those that you don't know. So it's just sad when I read and hear stuff like this. It just brings me back to that. And it just takes me where I just treat everybody like family, because once you come a part of this networking community or you even associated with me, you're considered family no matter what. So it's just sad, and we just pray for the family, and we pray for everyone. Even like you said, Hoodie, for our own children, our own cousins and brothers. You know, I got 4 brothers, so it's just sad to see that and experience it. I don't even know how you watch the whole thing. I just want to pray. I
had to watch it. I had
to. I know, you know, just to bring awareness and things like that. And just, you know, keep talking to your children. Keep talking to your loved ones. If somebody's quiet, don't necessarily think they're not messing with you anymore. They're feeling some type of way. You know, just talk about it, because you just never know. And as you said, this gentleman ran for his life because he didn't know what to do. The people that are, you know, unfortunately, the cops, the system that's supposed to protect and serve you, were the ones that he was trying to get away from.
Exactly. They tasing and beating him. He like, yo, like, what did I even do? He's trying to
He couldn't even understand it. Trying to wrap your head around it alone. You know, we all could be in that situation, as you mentioned. You know, as you mentioned, they look at your complexion. My complexion is a little dark too.
Exactly.
So they don't look at me like I'm Hispanic.
Right.
Or I'm both, but I'm just saying.
You know what really fucked me up about this shit? After they beat him down and everything, towards the end of the video, one of the cops was like, "That was him, right?"
Wow, he had to like cross check at the end.
At the end,
To
they
see.
already did
It was
crazy
already too late
damage.
at this point.
They was like, "Oh, I just seen him running. That was him, right?" They're like, "Hell yeah, that's him."
Wow.
But the fact that he even had to ask that, it's like, yo, you going crazy, stomping a man out. You don't even know that's the right suspect or nothing.
Wow.
You know, so
and it's true, so just, again, we respectfully want to send our condolences to the family and, keep his name, as you said, going,
Tyre
his
Nichols,
spirit
man.
going. I just want to bring this up a little bit, too. Rest in peace and happy birthday in heaven to Trayvon Martin, whose birthday recently passed as well. And I had to pull our daughter aside and have a conversation because she went on a class trip. It was cold outside. All the kids wanted to wear their hoodies, and the school said no. No kids are not allowed to wear their hoodies. So when she came home, unfortunately, I had to share that story with Trayvon Martin to help her understand why the staff at the school was just trying to keep our child safe, and along with all those children, because as you just said, it's the stereotypes, it's the cops and the people who are supposed to protect our nation,
Right.
our youth,
right. I feel like they're above the law.
who actually are going against the system and the value and the commitment and what they signed for, because they all went under oath, right?
Right.
Like a marriage.
I'd be more scared getting pulled over than I am riding through a blood hood with blue on.
Yeah. Same here.
You know what I'm
Same
saying?
here.
This shit crazy. Like, you really get pulled over and have a fear, like, I'll be like, yo, this, if I fucking say something wrong or something, this
You
could be
breathe
it.
wrong, it could be
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, really this could be like the end of my life type shit. I be thinking about shit like that. Especially sometimes we get pulled over to what we feel like is no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, they
yeah.
always come up with some shit. Like, I had a cop argue me down, telling me I was on my phone. I use my phone for GPS, and I got a magnet mount for it, and it was there the whole time. And he's arguing like, yo, I seen you on your phone type shit. So probably I can't even keep arguing with him because he get
Exactly.
mad.
Because then
you know
it'd
what I'm
be like,
saying?
get out your car real quick.
I'm like, fuck. Like, what do you
Exactly.
do at that point? Like, I knew I wasn't on my phone, but if I kept arguing with him, it would have escalated. So I just got to be like, all right, whatever, and just, like, whatever it takes for me to get out of the situation. Like, hit me with my ticket, my fine, let me go. Like,
Exactly.
it's like,
so
fuck,
true.
we get pulled over and be saying thank you when they give us a ticket. Like, thank you for fucking just giving me a ticket and let me go. Like,
I
thank
remember, I remember getting pulled over in the BMW a couple of times because of tinted windows.
Right.
And then when we got the Nissan, which we don't have anymore, that was tinted even pinch black.
Right.
I remember one day a cop pulled me over and was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to have these tints." I said, "Really? I'm still paying off this car.
And
So
it
you want to
came
go
like
holler
that.
at North Plainfield Nissan because they sold me the car like that?" And the cop just looked at me like, "Did she just say that?" Yes, I just said that because go look at my registration.
Bro, cops be on some bullshit out here.
So you don't even know how happy I was to get rid of that car.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Be honest
because
with you.
that
because,
attention ain't,
you know,
it ain't even worth it at that point.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not. And unfortunately, once they know you sometimes, depending on where you live,
Yeah.
they going to mess with you.
Harassing.
They going to mess with you.
Harassing.
So be mindful on how you react. Sometimes you just got to keep your mouth closed, bite your tongue a little bit, as
And
my mom used to
it's
say.
fucked up, though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's
is.
fucked up that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's fucked up because we see videos of these other people that don't look like us be cursing them out, grabbing a gun, doing all type of shit,
yes.
getting in their cars, driving
Yes.
off. You know what I'm saying? And they get taken to McDonald's if they get arrested.
Look, I'm about to get off subject about. Let me bring up the mall. Don't make me bring up Bridgewater Mall.
Yup, Bridgewater Mall.
When a young man who was our nationality, I
Yeah.
literally just left the mall that
Yeah.
way that day.
He
coming
jumped on
from
that
Lens
white boy. The
Crafters.
white boy got on top of him, was wearing him out, and the cops came, removed him from on top of somebody, and arrested the black man on the bottom. Now,
Mind you,
clearly
everything was
getting beat
on
up.
camera. We literally all seen that, but they told the gringo, as I want to say, the white kid, to sit down and have a seat
Exactly.
while they
Rough
handcuff,
up this black
rough up
kid.
the black kid, and mind you, put the knee on the back and all and the child was only 14, 15 years old. So, you know, it just really goes to show, be careful, be mindful. And unfortunately, as you said, Hood, and I'm sorry, it's messed up. Just nod your head, keep your peace, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't reach for nothing. Don't try to show no aggressiveness. And if you got to be quiet, just do it.
Just be quiet.
And just pray. If you got to pray at that point in time to whatever God you're with, respectively on your religion, then you do what you need to do. But you get yourself home straight, and then you think about things differently at that time.
That's it. Yep. You could do what you need to do at that point, take different actions, you know what I'm saying?
And just make sure your paperwork right. That's the best knowledge and advice that I could give to you. Make sure your paperwork is right.
Absolutely. So look, we're going to sign out on that note, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we spread love and light. And condolences again to Tyre Nichols' family. It's just love from here, you know what I mean? We're going to continue to put out positive energy because we're not going to let that break us. Because that's what they want us to do. They want us to fold. They want to keep doing that till there's no structure amongst us to where they get more and more reason. Because as soon as we try to react,
exactly,
you know, it's a war that we ain't equipped for. You know what I'm saying? So we got to fight it differently. You feel me? But look, thank y'all for tuning in with us. Keep up with us. We got a lot in store for y'all. We're going to make sure that we hit these touchy subjects, and we're going to make sure we keep promoting these artists because that's what we're really here for. We all about expanding and building and growing. You know what I'm saying? It's always that negative, but we're going to make sure that we turn
take that negative exactly and turn it into a positive.
You know what I mean? This situation, if it's going to lead to us coming together and stronger so the next person don't get treated this way, then that's kind of a positive you could pull out of that. I know that the family of this man would never see it that way, rightfully so, because no matter what we do, we will never get Tyre Nichols back. You know, and that's really fucked up, man, because bro ain't even do nothing. You know, so look, if you got a loved one you ain't hear from in a while, go and hug them. If you got a little cousin, little brother out here that's running wild in these streets.
Exactly. That's a little hothead.
Try to talk
just
to him.
Talk to him. You know, remember that you've been that age before.
Right.
And things are different. There's a lot of peer pressure out there nowadays that we didn't really have.
Right.
Back then. And this social media is different.
Absolutely.
So just be mindful of that. Talk to your loved ones. Talk to you know, the young youth, even the older youth that's not used to this.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people in our generation and our culture, mental illness is big.
Right.
And we didn't talk about it back then. We're talking about it now because a lot of our doctors and professionals didn't have the knowledge and the resources and things that they have now. So, you know, remember that as well. Remember that you're not alone. And if you need to reach out to someone, there's hotlines out there. And we're here for you, no matter what, whether you've been on a podcast or not. If you just need a moment and you need an ear or somebody to listen to, just reach out. We're mentors, we're parents, we're leaders, we have brothers and sisters, and we're here for our networking community. We're all going to grow together, and no one's going to judge you. No one's going to sit here and talk about you because everybody's story is different. Their personal goals are different, and that's okay. Just know that, and just love yourself no matter what. And if you're going through something and you need help, reach out for that support that you need.
Absolutely. And that's it. We're on a sign out. Hoodie Frankliano here.
Classy Pebbles.
Thank you for listening to the Arena Podcast. Enjoy this musical performance by the homie Henny Hardaway featuring Kyle Jackson. They performed this joint live with Music Prince and Friends. Got the band behind them. Check out State to State. And make sure y'all follow the Arena Podcast at the Arena Podcast on Instagram. We appreciate y'all.
Top shelf. Yo, got the EP called Checkpoint right here. It's gonna be a joint called State to State featuring my brother Kyle Jackson. They get to be a little new. and I hope y'all enjoy. Yo. I like that. Yo. Back up to the thing, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's slow it down a little bit. Back on track to think the money for country can have one nigga moving state to state. The money in the ball and you think that it's falling, the money start calling, I make a play. What you call it, she thinking she gorgeous, the money start falling, she needs shit. Yeah, I really thought that we should take me out, but to tell you the truth, yo, I need to pay. I'm moving state to state.
Yo, I'm mental but traveling state to state. The empire inspired big apple taste. Apple pies, apple bottles, I need a plate. Shorty told us the tree and she need to shake. Planted seeds when I came to the garden bay. She was bothered until I played ball again. As a movie and we all got parts to play. Peter Parker, that fish is my part today. As I came off that brought me from Brooklyn to Jersey. If ain't no motherfucking crumb in the bird. If ain't no motherfucking spark in the sperm. The same but it's different just watching them serve. Most women is toxic, most women hella corny. Saying if I pass it, ain't got nothing for me. I've been from my apple, man, you know the story. And loving the war, the one's the glory. Child brothers, so shout out to Lori. Members my sons, no shout out to Maury. Play season my state, let the harvest it for me. Let me some more, continue my journey. Back on your nigga, running across country, can how a nigga move his state. Let's go.
The way that I'm balling, you think that it's falling, the money's not falling, I'm making play. What you been calling, she thinking she goes, the money's not falling, she needs
Let's
shit.
go.
Y'all really thought that we should take me out, but to tell you the truth, yo, I need to hit. Back on track, they think I'm running across country, can how a nigga move his state to state. The way that I'm balling, you think that it's falling, the money's not falling, I'm making play. What you been calling, she thinking she gorgeous, the money's not falling, she needs shit. Y'all really thought that we should take me out. Man, I'm in control, I don't need a break. I'm down to my last word, I'ma need an aim. So shorty, I'm good, yo, I'm feeling great. They say that they want me, so we ready to say, you was throwing all night, you gon' need a break. Got it down so bad, I might need a cake. I got bitches on 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 bitches. Hope I don't look like it's a conversation. Don't ask me out like I'm still calling riches. Still on a mission to run the ditch. No, I'm not sweating, but my nigga glisten. Shit on the owe me, it's in hit. What you mean that you feel like you're gon' bounce? I have been cooking this shit since a child. Give them an inch and they taking them live. I know my work, I'ma make it worthwhile. My flowers are now, you sold it now. Waiting for my cue to go nail it this time. Name for the funeral, taking the trap. Toxically toxic, you say that I'm bad. Waiting for me to kick it like I'm out, but I'm going in the flash. I'm running the style. Back on that nigga, running across country, how much they go move and stay the same. The way that I'm falling, you think that it's falling. The money start calling, I make it play. What's up for calling, she thinking she goes. The money start falling, she makes it shake. Y'all really thought that we should take me out. To tell you the truth, y'all need to hate. Back on that nigga, running across country, how much they go move and stay the same. The way that I'm falling, you think that it's falling. The money start falling, she make it play. What's up for calling, she thinking she goes. The money start falling, she needs to shake. Y'all really thought that we should take me out. To tell you the truth, y'all need to hate. Shit. I'm over state to state. Shit. We're over state to state. Skirt. I'm over state to state. Y'all really thought that we should take me out, but to tell you the truth, I need that. State to state. Shit. Yeah, state to state. Y'all really thought that we should take me out. Y'all really thought that we should take me out. Yo.